In this video, we begin with an introduction to TOEFL. Before you start preparing for the test, there is something very important you need to understand. Most students take TOEFL without really understanding what the test is. And that is a serious mistake. Because if you don't understand the structure of the test, you cannot control your preparation and you cannot control your score. In this lesson, we'll clearly understand what TOEFL is, how it works, and why it matters. To begin with, let's understand the name. TOEFL stands for Test of English as a Foreign Language. We pronounce it like TOEFL, TOEFL. Let's discuss the different versions of TOEFL. Over time, TOEFL has existed in several formats. The first version was the paper-based test, also known as PBT. After that, it developed into the computer-based test, or CBT. At present, the main version used worldwide is the internet-based test, known as TOEFL IBT. In this course, our full focus is on TOEFL IBT and its preparation. It's also important to understand how the test has developed. TOEFL has changed significantly over the years. It moved from a paper format to a computer format, and then to an internet-based system. Its focus has also changed. In the past, the test emphasized grammar and isolated language knowledge. Today, it focuses on practical language use. The modern version of TOEFL, especially TOEFL 2026, is designed to be faster, more focused, and more realistic. It evaluates how you actually use English in real situations, not just what you know about the language. At this point, we can define TOEFL clearly. TOEFL 2026 is an English proficiency test that measures how well you can use English in an academic and real-life level. It is not limited to grammar or vocabulary. It focuses on communication, clarity, and logical organization. Before moving to the structure of the test, it's necessary to understand why TOEFL matters. TOEFL is primarily used as a university entrance exam. Many colleges and universities require TOEFL scores as proof that you can study in English. However, its importance goes beyond admission. It is also used to demonstrate your English proficiency in an academic and professional setting. It can strengthen your scholarship applications and expand your opportunities for international education. It is accepted by more than 11,000 universities and institutions in over 150 countries. This means that your TOEFL score is globally valid and respected. There are also some practical points you should know. You can take TOEFL multiple times. There is no fixed lifetime limit. There is usually a short gap required between attempts, depending on official policies. The cost of the test depends on your country, but it generally ranges between $180 and $250. Another key point is validity. Your TOEFL score is valid for 2 years. After that, if needed, you must take the test again. This leads to an important insight. TOEFL is not just an exam. It is an investment in your academic future. Your score can directly influence your chances for study, scholarships, and international opportunities. To understand the test better, we should look at its structure. TOEFL is a skill-based exam with 4 main sections. Reading. In this section, you read academic texts and answer questions based on your understanding. Listening. Here you listen to conversations and lectures and extract important information. Speaking. You respond to questions verbally. Your answers must be clear, organized, and understandable. Writing. You produce written responses, organizing your ideas and expressing them clearly under timed conditions. Another essential point is what TOEFL actually measures. The test does not simply measure what you know. It evaluates how you use English. It looks at how quickly you understand information, how clearly you organize your ideas, and how effectively you respond. In other words, TOEFL measures your ability to think in English. At this stage, it's useful to consider a common problem. Many students prepare for TOEFL in the wrong way. They try to memorize answers. They focus only on grammar rules. They study without a clear system. As a result, they do not perform well in the actual test. A more effective approach is needed here. To succeed in TOEFL, you need a structured system. You need clear strategies for each section. You need real practice based on the actual exam format. And most importantly, you need a clear understanding of how the test works. And let me tell you, that is exactly what this course will provide. This video is an introduction to TOEFL. In the next video, we'll begin with one of the most important sections of the test. We'll start with the writing section and understand its structure in detail. You can also find a PDF of this lesson and its exercises in the description. Make sure to download them and review them carefully. Follow this course step by step and do not skip any lesson, because each part is designed to build your understanding progressively.